and tonight we're going to talk about some true crime. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm trying to use a different format, different microphone that I've been playing around with. So, hopefully, there's not a lot of feedback. I've been working on that. Anyways, if I keep looking down, it's because I'm a little nervous about this microphone. Oof. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about Timothy Haslett. I'm sure you guys have heard about him. It's not going to be very in-depth because we don't know everything yet, and I haven't really done extensive research at this time. So, Timothy Haslett, he's in Kansas City, Missouri, and he's very xenophobic, very racist. Basically, the big thing happening surrounding his crimes is the fact that police came out denying the existence of a serial killer, like just flat out denying it. After growing concern from the community in the area, that black women were going missing on Prospect Avenue. It's because all of the women are African American that have been going missing. And the police just come out and say, there's no serial killer. And not only that, but they literally double down. There's, the balls on these people. They were claiming that it was baseless. And then what happens? A victim escapes from Timothy Haslett's basement. The basement she was being held in. The person is being protected, so they're being referred to as TJ. We don't know their actual name, but that's what we're going to go with. And this woman was abducted from Prospect Avenue. What do you know? Again, this is where women had been going missing from, so what do you know? I don't know if I mentioned, but Timothy Haslett is 39 years old, and this victim, TJ, is 22. And she was being held hostage, they believe, since September. Let me see here. She was found bound with duct tape and wearing a metal collar. I don't know why that's so tongue twisting. So Haslett was arrested on Friday, October 7th for assault, rape, and kidnapping. He was picked up by police at his home at the 300 block of Old Orchard Avenue. There was a bond reduction hearing for October 18th, which was delayed until November 8th. Sorry for the cars in the background. So his preliminary hearing is supposed to take place December 2nd. Timothy Haslett pled not guilty to the charges against him. He is at Clay County Jail, and his bond is $500,000. And he's working with a public defender. So again, TJ managed to escape the basement she was being held in. She was being whipped and sexually assaulted in a home in Excelsior Springs, Missouri. Her escape took place October 7th at 7 a.m. after Haslett left to take his son to school. She broke free, cried out for help, banging on neighbors' homes. One of the neighbors, Sierra Thorpe, and her grandmother helped TJ They let her come to their house. They gave her food and a blanket, and they encouraged her to allow them to contact the authorities. According to TJ, she disclosed being held in a room that Haslett built in his basement, that he had restrained her with handcuffs for both her wrists and ankles. Honestly, a lot of this stuff kind of reminds me of another individual. The Cellar girls. My brain is farting on the guy's name. I will probably put a photo of the individual I was thinking of in the video now, so you'll be able to see that, and you'll know who I'm talking about. Sorry, it will come to me in like a half hour after I'm finished recording, and I'll be kicking myself. Okay, they observed injuries on her back were consistent with being whipped. So Lisa Johnson, according to news sources, said that she heard a faint "help me" around 7:35 a.m. while she was getting ready. That Johnson spoke with a young woman and offered to call the police, but that the woman TJ begged her not to, claiming, "If you call the cops, he's gonna kill both of us," basically. But Johnson still called the police. But at this point, the young woman had already left, so she sounds like she got spooked when she spoke with Johnson. The Clay County Sheriff's Office probable cause form identified Lisa Cashett as the woman who first contacted the police. I don't know. Anyways. So, another neighbor, Sierra Tharp, said that her grandmother also heard a woman calling for help and allowed her into their home. She came and knocked on the door, and my grandma opened it, and there was a young black girl. She didn't have much on. Tharp also said that the woman appeared pretty weak and hungry, that her grandmother provided her food and a blanket before calling the police. Yeah, so they found her with duct tape, a metal dog collar with a padlock around her neck, and latex lingerie. So here is something that I thought was interesting. On September 25th, the Kansas City Defender, a nonprofit newsroom, posted a TikTok of Bishop Tony Caldwell, who is a local community leader, where he is asserting there is a serial killer on the loose in Kansas City, and that 4 black women have been murdered, and that 3 others went missing from Prospect Avenue. And that in the last week, as of September 25th, when this happened, he also called the police out for being silent on this. In a statement provided to Insider, the Kansas City Police Department said, "We base our investigations on reports made to our department. There have been no reports made to our Department of Missing Persons, more specifically black women missing from Prospect Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri. In order to begin a missing persons investigation, someone would need to file a report with our department identifying the missing party." So, I'm going to talk about Haslett and his history a little bit. I know this is a little all over the place. I'm trying not to be perfect. So, Haslett was actually married since 2013, and then 2 years later divorced. When he was divorced, his son was 12 months old when he divorced. And he had lived in his old Orchard Street home in Excelsior Springs since 2017. And this home was the main residence for his son. He had previously resided in Kansas City in 2010 and then Independence until around 2015, but that he originally came from Marin County in southern Illinois. He attended school in Patoka, Illinois, and resided in nearby Vernon until around 2008. He has no close family in Kansas City area, aside from his son, who is now 8 years old, roughly. The reports that I read were not 100% sure if he has actually worked since his last job from 2020. He has most of the custody for his son, and his wife pays him, his ex-wife pays child support, which is about $400 each month. And their son is with her every other weekend and one night a week. It's been noted that he is unable to pay for his own legal counsel. According to everything that I've read, he doesn't have any record really, other than traffic and moving violations. Though he was wanted on warrants, but this was for failure to appear in relation to the traffic violations. Okay. I also wanted to talk about his social media posts in the latest, let's see. So they found some disturbing posts made by him. This fucked up man, this creep, this sick person. The race war started a long time ago. Wake up, you dumb bitch. That's something he said in one of his posts. And he also talks about his belief that Breonna Taylor deserved to die. Sorry, that's the ice maker. That Breonna Taylor deserved to die, and I honestly cannot remember once in my life hearing a black person take responsibility for anything except looting and rioting. So he's a pretty sick person. He also talks about African Americans being lesser humans compared to whites. That when they decide to act like my equal, then we can discuss their equality. This person's disgusting. Yeah, so there are TikToks about the women that have gone missing, right? There's a gentleman named Casey Bishop, and he says, how many more people have to go missing to be killed before the department admits it does not have a monopoly on public safety information, and that the testimonies of folks in our communities are not rumors but important sources of information. Sorry, I had mentioned Bishop Caldwell, not Casey Bishop, so he was a new individual. But yeah. Anyways. But again, numerous people have reported women missing, or reported that women are missing, and they did literally nothing. So it's really fascinating to me, and as this unfolds, I will post an update, or something like that. I just wanted to share this information. It's been all over the news, but anyways, I hope you found this interesting. I know it's a little all over the place, but there's minimal information at this point. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you found this interesting and you'd like more similar content. Anyways, thank you for watching, and sweet dreams, Moonies.